Hello everyone, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. My name is Xander, and today we're going to be covering the Sabre Peregrine Q&A. So we're going to be covering what the dev team has for the Peregrine. So it says, now that the Aegis first dedicated racer has entered the verse, we asked the vehicle and gameplay teams a few questions about the Sabre Peregrine. Here are the answers straight from the devs themselves. So, first off, as Aegis Dynamics is traditionally a military manufacturer, why is it building a racer? That's a good question, man, because Aegis has always been about combat. It is quite odd. So, traditionally, but not exclusively, while a lot of Aegis hardware is designed for military application, Aegis and other manufacturers always look to see what other markets they can expand into based on the resources available. With the Raven and Firebird chassis, it made sense to provide a more civilized version of the platform. Yeah, okay, interesting. Why not, right? It says, does the Aegis Peregrine have any flight characteristics that would be advantageous in raw speed, given that the Peregrine is the fastest bird in real life? So, due to the original ship archetype, the Peregrine exhibits impressive forward acceleration in normal conditions and when using its afterburner, which is rated one of the strongest among its competitors. And that's no joke, because I tested it, like, man, you have this ship just out in space and you go from 0 to max speed in like just under 8 seconds. It's crazy with afterburner. What sets this racing variant apart from others in terms of its unique strength? So the most prominent characteristics are its unique and unmatched forward acceleration, enhancing the ship's racing prowess, and a stronger afterburner for reactive acceleration during difficult turns. So its strength is the afterburner, and it is pretty crazy because I know that the Drake Herald was the fastest ship in the verse for quite a long time, and now it has been dethroned by the Peregrine. So, you know, salute to the old Drake Herald. Are there any unique flight characteristics, acceleration, and maneuverability in atmospheric flight? So, the fundamental thing that distinguishes the Peregrine from other ships in its original archetype, while most racers are based on snub light fighters and interceptors, that's so true, because like all the ships are smaller and they're snub and light fighters. The Peregrine elevates the medium interceptor archetype to competition standards, making it the most formidable vessel in forward acceleration at the expense of some nimbleness due to its larger size. Yeah, that's so true, because you don't want to fly this thing in a race course. It's not really like a race course on the ground, say like at Daymar in the Garden, because it's not meant for it. It's too big. It's hard to make turns, but yeah, there is emphasis that this ship is the fastest going in a straight line. So where does it sit in terms of acceleration, maximum speed, and maneuverability compared to other racing crafts like the M50, Razor, and 350R? The Sabre Peregrine is the answer to everything the Fury LX isn't. Wow. That's a jab at the Mirai manufacturer. These are our two unarmed racing ships, so they're designed to be our ultimate pace setters. While the Fury's gimbaled main thrusters give it good maneuverability in twisty sections, the Peregrine is the opposite. The main thruster is typically positioned, but its power is far from typical, enabling the Peregrine to accelerate up at most 30 Gs. Dang. Pair that with a high aerodynamic and this hero of the racetrack that emphasizes top speed over cornering. And that's just it. It's all about emphasizing top speed over cornering. The Peregrine has an engine performance booster. Can you explain this new component and how it works? That is interesting. I did not realize that. Due to the extra physical space, the performance booster means the Peregrine's performance is best of all sabers. It's 13% faster to accelerate than the Firebird and 55% faster than the base Saber. This does not come at the cost of running hotter and using more fuel. That is interesting because if you look under the belly of the Peregrine, I guess that it exposed the engine, and I guess it's the engine, it's a performance engine booster, so I guess that's their logic and why it boosts so fast with Afterburner. And then it says, is the Peregrine equipped with stealth components like the Saber and Saber Raven? The Peregrine is not equipped with stealth components. Pilots can expect its signatures to be extremely visible, so you don't want to go in a stealth ops with this ship because you'll be picked up on radar. As the design intention was for it to run hot with little IR suppression and to have a large cross-section signature thanks to its large aerodynamic surface area, speed was the priority when making these decisions. So it says, does the main thruster of the Peregrine differ from those of the Raven or the Firebird? It's designed for performance at the sacrifice of heat and efficiency to make sure it's best in class. And let's see here. Why was the single main thruster design of the Raven Firebird chosen for dedicated racing variant instead of the twin main thruster design of the base Saber chassis? Mostly rule of cool. That's classic CIG. It has a slightly revised single engine designed to provide a nod to the intended racing performance. And so it says, compared to the base Saber, the Peregrine features 12 maneuvering thrusters instead of 10. Aligning with the design of the Firebird, do the performance characteristics of its maneuvering thrusters differ from those of the Firebird, making it more maneuverable than the combat variant. So it says, the performance profile of the Peregrine, compared to all other variants in the series, is tailored specifically for racing. A higher count of maneuvering thrusters allow the ship to achieve consequently greater lateral and vertical acceleration compared to the other variants of the same class, even the combat-focused ones. However, this comes at the expense of overall hull resistance to enemy attacks. Okay, so that is something to note there, making the racing variant unsuitable for engagements, especially without any offensive weaponry. I mean, yeah, of course, I mean, that makes perfect sense. This is not... You don't want to take this ship into combat. It is a niche ship. It is for the dedicated racer. So yeah, this all to me makes perfect sense. What is its maximum SCM speed, and does it accelerate to the maximum speed faster than other Saber variants? So the maximum SCM speed of the ship is set to 267 ms, and the ship's acceleration is significantly stronger than that of the other Saber variants, both with and without the afterburner engaged. Is the fuel capacity and consumption of this variant different from the other Saber variants? The fuel capacity is the same as other variants, but you can expect it to burn through fuel faster than other Saber variants. So that's interesting. They got their different balance procedures there, but I guess it would make sense burning more fuel because it flies faster. But the fuel capacity is the same for all the variants. The Peregrine is the only non-snub racing ship without any weapons. That is true. What are the advantages of not having offensive capabilities? And which means of self-defense are available to the pilot? Does it benefit from its low profile or extra countermeasures? So let's see what they have to say here. This is an interesting one. The benefit of having no weapons is reduced weight and complexity. Like in a modern racing car, this is an easy way to make it faster, as it's lighter and more aerodynamic. From a design perspective, having no weapons also removes the Peregrine from balanced discussion in PvP combat. That is so funny. Oh man, that's actually really funny. It's just less work from them, because I know it's probably a nightmare trying to you know, not have a meta in the game. This ship is not intended to be used in actual combat. I mean, yeah, makes sense. And is expected to disengage and flee any battles. The ship is equipped with countermeasures and 2 size 1 shields. Otherwise, its main defense asset is its speed. Even as an interceptor, it can be hard for an assailant, I hope I'm saying that right, to hit when it moves unpredictably, and should easily create opportunities to disengage and flee. Does the Sabre Peregrine provide storage space for the pilot's personal gear and weapons? Yes, it features the same storage as the base Raven and Firebird. Yep, I've seen that already. So it has that storage compartment, I believe on the right side, and then it has like a weapon. You can place your rifle under the wing, under the left wing, I believe. And yeah, that is our Q&A for the Sabre Peregrine. We pretty much covered everything about the Peregrine. But guys, thank you very much for checking out this video. My name is Xander. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.